Hello, everyone. Welcome back to American Truck Simulator. And got lots of things to talk about today. I'll show you. And first off, you probably noticed right off the bat, I'm heading the wrong direction. No, seriously though, you may notice that I got a different looking vehicle here right now, and that's because I was wanting to try out the new T680 that they just released here recently for the game. So I have bought it, and I pretty much upgraded, put all my normal stuff into it. I'm gonna give it a shot here. I did test out just ever so slightly after I bought it just to see what it was like, and I don't know if I'm gonna keep it, but I wanted to, well, I should say keep it for my driving designs or whatever, my tastes. But I do have my company. I will probably distribute this amongst them to use. But anyways, so like I said, I wanted to test it out here and see what it was like. And we're going to at least do this first job here that I'm on. I've already got my cargo picked out and ready to go, and I'm heading to go pick it up at this point. What we're doing today is doing the last of the Christmas event and the Kansas event. And so I have one job left on each. The first one I'm going to be doing right now is going to take us back to the Winterland and doing the last of the Christmas event. And I've got some stuff in there to, whoa, yeah, I'll explain that in a second. I got some stuff in there to, what? All right. Is it because I was going too fast already? Maybe it's because of my lights, and that's something else I want to discuss. So much happening so quick and so fast. Anyways, like I said, I want to go back to the Winter Wonderland there, do the last job in that location. I think I have one more video to check out there.
Turn left.
Of one of the sites to observe, which I think this is going to be taking me to, which I think is up in the arts workshop. So, anyways, yeah, let me get in here, grab this gear real quick, and focus on it, and then I'll continue explaining some of the other stuff that's happening here. Well, one of the things, first off, is that you may notice things are a little bit rapid and a little jittery for me as far as like my turning, and there's a reason for that. And it's because, well, for Christmas I got myself a brand new,
you have arrived at your destination.
Brand new steering wheel. All right, and I am getting used to it at this point, and it's also a little bit tricky because I was able to do all my looking around like this with my Steam controller before, and now I've got to do the steering, and oh, this is gonna be, things are just getting harder and harder for me. All right, so I'll explain again some more of that in a second as well. I got to now do the looking around with the mouse while I'm driving, and that's hard, especially when I'm trying to merge lanes in traffic and switch lanes and do turn signals and everything. So it's a learning experience, and my next thought is that I may end up seeing if I could save up and get myself one of the 2B eye trackers for this game, but we'll see. Anyways, I am getting used to my steering wheel. I've been having fun. I've done a lot of the jobs so far with it here since then. Probably about, I'd say, good maybe 8 to 10 or so between the Winter Wonderland and the Kansas event. Wow, I am not seeing things here. So all right, let's do it. So yeah, anyways, the steering wheel, that's one of the first things, and I'm having fun with it. I'm enjoying it, and it's made interesting on doing the event. And all right, let's go ahead and hook it up. Did I not get backed up right? Am I not in the right spot? Oh, I'm a little too far over, it looks like still. What? No. Oh, so this has got another one of those warning indicators that when you got a vehicle too close or something too close on the one side of you there, kind of like the Western Star had, which I wasn't really fond of. So let me so again, another reason I may not do it unless I can turn the sound off as well, but I'm, like I said, I'm just trying to get used to this all here. All right, hooked up, good to go. Okay, so let's drive and see if I can explain some of these other things here as I got them on my mind. Back there with the cop. found this out. All the time I've been getting those tickets and everything is generally because I think mostly I didn't have my lights on at the appropriate time at night, and I can probably go back and look at the videos and double check and verify. Anyways, hey, keep an eye on that car. I'll explain that again as well. It's probably because I didn't have it on for the night driving, and I don't know if it matters during the day or not, but I think I kept getting a lot of my tickets during the late night, going to dusk into the nighttime and early dawn, when I figured it was bright enough, and so I didn't really have lights on at that point. Well, apparently you get a ticket for doing that. You know what? Before I pull out here, bear with me. I'll be right back. I gotta go set up a location, drop this off for the portal.
Please proceed to the highlighted route.
All right, so there we go. Got something set up, good to go. Anyways, yeah, you get tickets for not having your lights on at the appropriate time, which I didn't know. And again, something else I'll explain here probably a little bit later when I'm doing the Nebraska job. I mean, the Kansas job is Nebraska. That's like later. The Kansas job, and that's because I'm going to use something else during that time frame to show you what I'm talking about and a couple other things. But I did find out that is probably the big reason why I kept getting these tickets all the time when I didn't know. And I still would like to have something to indicate it in the dash here, or on my dash, you know, with like a device and stuff like that. But I haven't found anything yet that'll allow me to do that. So in the meantime, I think what I gotta do is I just gotta keep my lights on all the time. I think that just saved me from getting these tickets. So keep the lights on. They do have the option, which I may have mentioned the last time when I was doing my last recorded session, that they added in the fact that you can keep your high beams on, and it will automatically switch off whenever somebody's
right.
close.
And then
you can slow down.
The exit on the right.
I guess I'll be waiting for a second here. Anyways, they'll go back down to low beams when a light source is nearby. So I think just leaving the high beams on, leaving the lights on, I think it'll be the best bet for me. I don't know how it'll work for you, but for my tastes, I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. So, all right, let's see here. This again, yeah, again, stopping and judder returns and stuff. I am doing the best I can, like I said, to get used to things. So bear with me. But it has been more fun and more interesting. I've found that I haven't been going over the speed limit nearly as much, so I'm not getting the speeding notifications and warnings nearly as much, or the tickets for that. So that's a good thing. All right, so here's another part of my problems: trying to figure out the turn signals with the steering wheel and looking and everything, and merging. Yeah. Okay. Rough. Now I think I'm gonna be good to go for a little bit, so I can just focus for right now and just drive and talk. So some of the other stuff that is happening here is I've been making a lot of changes to my my mods in the background that I'm actively using. I think I mentioned that the last time once they did the update, it ruined the Jazzy Cat cars, which I added some other stuff in. I think I used the GTA at one point, and I find I didn't like those. But tweaking around with things, I added in the Need for Speed. I'm using the Steam Workshop, by the way, and added in the NFS, or the Need for Speed cars, to the game, which is what you saw there when I was leaving the pickup point for the trailer, when I said keep an eye on. So that was in there, and they are on the road, and they kind of blend in a bit more for me, which is kind of good, because one of the things I did end up taking out was the Jazzy Cat sports car pack, because honestly I kept seeing so many Lamborghinis and Ferraris and so on and so forth, and usually they're like not just one at a time, but they're like string a line of them, you know, so you'd have like 3 or 4 in a row. And in all honesty, as much as I drive around here in the big city where there's a lot of those types of cars at and everything, I still don't see them nearly as often as you'd see them in this game.
Exit on the right.
So I opted to take that out. I left the Need for Speed one in. I still get sports cars and stuff with them and everything, but they don't come across nearly as predominantly as the sports car one did. And I think it's making it for a little bit more of a realistic experience for me.
Left.
On top of it, you may not notice it so much as I'm driving here, but if you look at the trees, one of the things I put in there was the clean vegetation mod. I'm still debating on back and forth on whether I want it or not, but I was reading some of the stats on it, and they like added some like, besides cleaning up the leaves and stuff, they added in like yellows and browns and stuff for like some of the locations and everything, and something with the grasses and stuff, I think in New Mexico. So I'm like, I'm giving this a shot, testing it out, see how it works, and so far it seems like it's been nice. I'm enjoying it. But what else did I do? On my other Kenworth, my truck, I put on a new dash mod, which gives me some details like my cruise control and things like that, which I'll show you. That's part of the reason I was going to do the second job. Oh, I'm like right here. Focus. Let's turn in. Eek. Rapid turn. Steering wheel's still touchy, and it's taken me a while to get to this point even, so I am doing the best I can. All right, we're going to go from here to snow. So bear with me, be right back. All right, we are back here in Winterland. Looks like a little bit of daylight left here. It has been kind of cool to see this place. Oh, there's no sunlight roof on this one. It has been kind of cool to see some of the sights around here during the day. Like that's pretty sweet. But it looks like it's turning to night right now, so I'm probably not going to be able to show you guys too much more of that. But if you've been playing it, you already know. You already know. So, but I have yet to see the Aurora Borealis. I've seen a video of the guy who actually saw him up here and everything, and I haven't seen him in here or in the main game yet. So at some point I'll find him. I'm not typing in the code to do it. I just don't do that kind of stuff. I just see it when it happens. So, but I gotta say, this has been interesting in here. I have confirmed that the snow is slick, and you go too fast, you will lose control. And going down hills, it speeds up automatically, and going up hills is really hard. And I just don't remember that being as prevalent in the game before this. So maybe I'm like losing my mind, but I don't have all those realistic settings set up. But anyways, it's made it interesting to do this, especially when I'm trying to do a steering wheel. Right, in this case, talk. But yeah, this I'm gonna miss this when this is done. I'm hoping that maybe they'll keep it around for like coming back for next year or something like that. Maybe it can expand on it. I don't know, but there's been a lot of like really cool moments just hanging out here, listening to music and watching the snow, just feeling the chill.
650 feet.
Feeling like you're in winter and the coolness of it all. With some difficult locations in here. Maybe I'll do that while I'm here. One of the things I found out while I was doing my other jobs was that up here, again, this is going towards the Alaskan road truckers. Alaskan road truckers with their ice roads. Well, in here they do have it. They have some areas where you can drive on the ice. I thought that was pretty cool. It doesn't break like in Alaskan road truckers, but you can drive on it. It's pretty sweet. It's kind of an interesting little situation. Like, wow, check this out. So maybe I can show you guys a little bit of that while we're here before I head off. But speaking of Alaska road truckers as well, like I said, I got a lot to talk about. I'm not turning way too soon. I have tried using my steering wheel in that game right now, and unfortunately it's still early on and they having difficulties with implementing things. They want me to use like a LG Game Hub or G Hub or something like that in order to do it, and I tried it, and even putting it in, I got to steer, but it was just like really awkward for me, especially since you get out of the vehicle and walk around and you're not really using the steering wheel. So I don't know if I'm going to use it in that game that much. I thought I would try it, but I don't know. We'll have to see as things progress, but it's hard and awkward, and like I said, I'm still just getting used to it in this game, which is a little bit more streamlined. So, but I digress. Anyways, so let's see here. What else is going on? Man, I had so many things to think about.
In 650 feet, turn left.
All right, well, bear with me right now. I'll get to it. Oh, I do have some news on my Euro Truck Simulator as well. Yeah, that'll be an interesting video when you guys see it. But yeah, that I had some moments, but I do want to get back in there, especially since I've seen like they're doing reworks on, I think it was Switzerland and stuff, and the mountains and everything, which obviously I love. So I've got to start doing some more driving in Euro Truck Simulator as well. So maybe I'll take a break from this after I get done with these jobs, and my next few jobs will be over there, over in Europe, hanging out and checking out the various countries and stuff like that, locales. But I'll go into more of that at that point. Hello, reindeer. Hello, Dasher, Dancer, Comet, Cupid. Shotgun's coming to get you soon. Maybe not. Sorry, kiddos. I am not trying to shoot Santa's reindeers. I'm just teasing. I'm kidding. Eek. So this does drive more like the Western Star. It has a lot of get up and go as opposed to my other Kenworth, and I like it for that aspect. I really do like it for that aspect. But like I said, there's elements I'm just not really digging on here compared to the other one. I really love that rumble of the engine on my other car, semi, my truck. So that's part of the reason I think I'm gonna do it, and just want to stick with it. So, but
In
we're
650
coming
feet,
up here to the
turn
end.
right.
All right, we're gonna drop this off, and then I'm gonna do a little bit of sightseeing before we leave here, probably for the last time for a while. All right, let's see here. Yeah, trying to drive with my
You have
foot
arrived at your
pedals
destination.
is interesting because I still don't have them tweaked quite properly yet either. Hello, I cannot see anything. Oh, hey, there we go. There we go. All right, let's drop it off. Whew. All right, there we go. That should be the last job for the winter event. I'll check and I'll let you know, but we'll go back out. We'll do a little bit of sightseeing here in the Wonderland before we head out and leave it. Okay, so I am going to go over... Oh, do I still have it behind me? I thought they usually disappeared, but alright, well, oh yeah, there's part of my back area. Got my hunting, my lion and my goat, sheep, mountain sheep, whatever, mountain goat. So, I just now realized something here. Like I said, I'm going to do a little bit of like sightseeing. I want to go get this video over here in this location because I think it's the last one I got to get, and there's like only like a couple spots of roads I got to hit on. But I just now dawned on me that I may have to. Hello, look at all the skaters out there. All the ice skaters. That's pretty sweet. They'll probably be in the video. Oops. Yeah, see, there you go. I don't like that. That's annoying to me. Come on, go. First, getting driving. All right, there you go. So one of the things that just now dawned on me and realized is that I might not be able to leave here unless I have a cargo, a job. And if I do, I'll just do that job real quick, and I'll come back to you guys later after the fact because I wasn't planning on recording that. So let's do this real quick, and then we'll be back again in a second. There we have it. So I don't know if you saw it, but the ice that was out there that they were skating on, that's what the ice looks like for when you're driving on it too with the big rig. So let me do a little bit of exploring. I'll probably just jump around and show you the spots when I get to them, so you guys don't have to see me driving everywhere around here. But let me hit some highlights real quick, I guess. Okay, so this is one of the spots I found out as I was driving around. I thought this was kind of a cool little location, but you can actually go through a tunnel here. So this is pretty sweet. Oh, picking up speed, and I'm like flooring it right now. So, but check it. Like, I like this. This tunnel is pretty sweet to drive through. Obviously got some stuff out there, like another Christmas tree. I like how they have the don't hit the wall. Get a grip. Too fast. Don't have control of my steering wheel. Like I said, I'm having difficulty still getting used to this thing. It's very, very touchy, temperamental. I've been trying to adjust the sensitivities on it. Same thing with the foot pedals and stuff. And on top of it, I don't have a dedicated spot set to mount them and stuff, and they keep sliding on me. So I have issues. I have some issues. But anyways, I like that tunnel. That was pretty cool. And like I said, I like the fact you got all these Christmas trees that are all over the place around here. So. Alright, next spot. Let's see if we can find this one for you. Okay, I'm going to stop here because I have done this video before, but I don't think I got it recorded. So I want to do that real quick, and then I'll keep pressing on down here to show you the little village. I guess that showed you some of the village anyways, but you got to hear the train, which I'd like to show you that, guys, that one as well. There's two of them that go through here, but the one I like is the one that's like the old steam engine, steam locomotive one. So I'm going to head down here, and that's probably where I'm going to access the ice. I'll probably wait around because I think that's where the train's going to be at down there at some point. I'll show you that in passing, but something I'm realizing, check out the mirror here. These digital mirrors. You got the one on the left-hand side there outside. That there's the train off in the distance. I can't really show you too much back here, as dark it is. So I'll show you that when I get closer. But anyways, the one mirror down there on the outside is dark. But man, they gotta have some light amplification for these digital ones because that looks like bright as day out there still. So I don't know if that's a intended or if that's a glitch. You know, they probably got to address and correct at some point with this new vehicle. As it is, this new T680. It's very, very limited on the upgrade options and stuff like that. There's not a lot of things you can do to it currently. You can't like do all kinds of the different skins or add all kinds of like different lights and things like that out there on it. So it's just they just released it just basic. I saw a dev stream where they were talking about how they got to release some other stuff over time. So if you're interested in it, just realize that it's going to be bare bones for the most part. You're getting the stock edition. So. Anyways, I'm going to come over here and I'll show you the train when it comes by, but I'll wait for it. It'll take a little bit of time until that happens, but you guys will see it. You'll see it when it comes through. Here it comes. Check it out, man. It's so much better to see in the daytime, but that thing is pretty sweet. Merry Christmas, man. I love that train. That's such a fitting, such a touching train to have for this location. That's pretty sweet. Alright, folks, Here we go. Heading out onto the ice. Gonna do some ice trucking. Check it. This is so cool. Look at that. Look at all the buoys frozen in the water here. This is sweet. I love it. I don't know if I can lose traction out here. I wonder if I could like cause this thing to spin out. But look at, got the boat over here in the water, frozen in it. This is so cool. I'm like looking. Let's see if what happens if I hit the brakes. Can I? No, it doesn't spin. I had to try. Anyway, so that's pretty fun. Let me go external for a second. Check it out. I got the lanterns flight going up there in the air, floating in the air. This is so fun. This was such a cool addition that they added to the game here, that's for sure. I dig it. So they have other entrances and exits. There's one right over there. You can see off the side. And I'm heading out towards another one this direction. It's like 5, I think, 4 or 5. Well, who in the world came out here to decide to decorate this Christmas tree out here in the middle of the frozen lake? And how are they powering it? That's pretty funny. I dig it.
Navigation resumed.
Alright, I don't remember if I got this on the last video. I'll have to double check again. But I thought this was pretty amazing coming through here. This like tall stack of plowed snow. I mean, that's got to take a lot to get this thing dug out. This is just insane, but pretty smooth on those sides there. So whatever did it, did a good job. But
if possible,
additionally, there's a right here. I'm gonna go to it. Another video, which I don't think I got this one on the video either. So bear with me. I'm gonna get yet another one. Those ski lifts back there were pretty cool to check out also. But another nice little spot to be able to highlight some of the locations right here. I do like this peaks, the alpine peaks and stuff like that with the mountains back there and the trees just come down in the snow. Just nice. Even at nighttime it was pretty sweet. So alright, I think there's only a couple more locations I want to get to real quick and then we're going to head on out. Something else I also think I realized, I have not seen it snow in here at all. So I don't know if you were to crank up the rain if it would happen, but I have a feeling it probably wouldn't. I just don't know if they incorporate that aspect into here or not, but I think that'd be pretty sweet if they did. Maybe I should test that out at some point.
In 650 feet, turn right.
That's pretty cool. Castle. This is on the last section of the city that I haven't really been to yet, so it's pretty cool. Check it out. Well, there you have it. You see that I have pretty much cleared out every road here in Winterland. It's kind of like my objective of wanting to go ahead and make sure to do things 100%. These things, I don't know why they don't change color, but I have driven on them, so I think it's just for the specific locations. But yeah, I have mapped out every square inch of this place as far as I can tell. But this has been fun. I enjoyed it. Enjoyed being here in Winterland. But now heading back to Kansas. Alright, I've mentioned doing this for a while. Here it is. Finally giving you guys a chance to see my enterprise, my company, my crew. So this guy I just recently hired because he had some pretty good stats on him and stuff, and so I didn't really have to give him up too much. But he didn't have a vehicle yet, so that's why I just now gave him the Kenworth I was just driving. He's down in El Paso, so I just transferred that down there and gave that to him. As far as my other crew, I have my Western Star. I gave to this guy, Gene R down here. Um, this is what I want to do, I think, to all my trucks. I'm going to put the Buffalo thing on the side of them. So whenever that gets available for the T680, I think this is going to become my company logo, with the orange with the Buffalo. But anyways, so he's down there in Tucson along with Tina. She's also got one of my trailers, but I have her a Peterbilt, but I just got done upgrading this here recently when I purchased the T60, so I decided to upgrade hers because it was just kind of plain and it didn't have a sleeper cab on or anything like that. So gave her all the bells and whistles. Like I said, and she's driving with this trailer as an option to do her jobs. And then I have this Kenworth for Katie. This is a mod I have. I love the look of it and everything, but I don't ever see it, and I'm not probably ever going to drive it. And I'm also trying to find a way to reduce the number of mods in my game so that whenever updates come out, they don't bust stuff down. So I had two Kenworth K100Es here. I once I bought this the T680, I sold one of them and gave I think it was the Western Star to was the for Gene there. He had the other Kenworth at that time frame. So when I get some more money, because you can see right now I am broke after doing everything, I'm gonna probably buy another. I don't know. Maybe I'll get a Volvo and stuff like that. I want to try out different vehicles and see what they look like, and maybe give them a test drive before I pass them off to everybody. But like I said, I think I'm just gonna stick with the standard ATS trucks that come in the game here instead of all the mods and stuff like that. So again, they don't break anything. But when I do, I'll buy one, deck it out like I do the other ones. Put the bison on the side with the orange colors and everything, and give it to her. And then I'll take this mod completely out of my list. So that leaves me with my Kenworth. So there you have it. There's my trucking crew so far, and I hope to continue to expand on this. You can see that he's like really new. I'm surprised he's even doing a job before I gave him this truck. So I guess he was doing the quick jobs and stuff like that, like you start with when you first get in the game yourself. So, but all these are trucks that I have bought and own. So all the money's coming back to me, and I paid my crew. So there you go. There's my trucking company. Forgot to mention, Katie also has a one of my trailers, so I do have a couple trailers. I think I even have a flatbed one here as well. So, covered Colby. All right, last job's about to begin. Had to drive here to get to it though. So, all right. Well, my last job. Hopefully, it's 121 miles. This is what I got to haul. Pivot pointed trailer for was it a backhoe or something like that? I forgot what it was specifically, but had to drive here to Colby to even get the job, man. I gotta say, these jobs for Kansas have been like a pain, just a big pain, because unlike other events for other maps like Wyoming and Colorado and stuff when I was doing them, how far back am I going on this thing? There we go.
Please proceed to the highlighted route.
Unlike other events, I was able to, on those, generally get to go from one city to another city like 100 miles or so or more, and to be able to knock it out pretty quickly. combine it with this Christmas event, with the Christmas taking you to the Winterland and out of the main map here, the continental United States. That for right there didn't even count towards the Kansas. You could start someplace in Kansas and go to the Winterland, but it wouldn't count for the Kansas event. It'd count for the winter event. And then on top of it, all the jobs I'd get here inside of Kansas weren't going to other Kansas cities. They were going to like Oklahoma, Wyoming, Colorado, and all the stuff nearby. Hey, look, a couple of NFS cars. And so I've literally had to like do a lot more driving than I ever imagined possible for this event. It's just been a lot longer. It's just frustrating in that regard. And on top of it, you can't fast travel to some locations, and especially until you can spot them, or unless you've driven through them before. And some of these places you can't even do that at all. So I think Colby or whatever, I probably wouldn't have been able to get to even if it was opened up. So what I had to do right now is I had to actually drive here to get to this place. So yeah, there's been all kinds of factors that have made the Kansas event a lot harder to do than the other ones. So, but all right, on top of it, look, Coca-Cola. So there's a couple other things. I took out some of my other. Well, let me get on that real quick. Look at the lights. I took out my orange light mod because after driving home here from family for the holidays, I noticed that, yeah, there are a slight orange to the lights and stuff like that, but they're like more of a greenish yellow glow, I've noticed. So I decided to keep these colors in here because it obviously does a good job of incorporating them into the game. Now, back to that truck trailer back there.
And then turn left.
I took out some of my overlapping mods for vehicles because that just for that point they were overlapping. So like I had one mod that was dedicated to the Coca-Cola and another mod dedicated to Pepsi and stuff like that. And after looking at some of the actual vans in some of my trailers and trucks, I realized that they were duplicating effort. So I was like, you know what, let me get rid of some more of these mods and just kind of like streamline it down. So took out a couple of those mods. That's, like I said, I'm just trying to get rid of the 100 or so that I think I've got in there, which I enjoy, but I really don't need to have all the redundancy going to complicate things more when, like I said, they do updates to the game that make these changes. So now I will address, I have a couple others here that I did, like I said, add in. One of them is right here. This you see the numbers, the cruise control, the speed, and stuff like that. I added that in. It changes it from the green in the default for the truck to this, so that I could actually see like cruise control and stuff like that. And I'm finding I'm enjoying it a little bit. You know, it's kind of nicer to see besides the green. It kind of blends in better with the dashboard. I forgot what it's called right off, but it's one of these Kenworth specific dashes, and I can cycle through the time, fuel status and stuff like that. I have found that, let me get back here, that right-hand number that's counting down, that's how long it's going to take to do the job. This is how long it should be before I get there. So I should arrive technically at my job, in this case, in about 11:50 or so. Is the estimation. Now, to bring up yet another mod that I added in, and this is how I found out about how I found out about my the headlight thing and how it's getting the tickets. This is a new mod that recently came out for ETS first, and then it came out here for ATS, and this is called Yara. It's called Yet Another Route Advisor, and that's it right here. It's actually a pretty good streamlined little mod to help you out. Down there you got the obviously the map on the bottom right hand corner. That pops up, and now I can turn that off. Alright, so you can get rid of that and just use my in-dash GPS, which is I prefer anyways. But that same little box down there pops up to let me know when I'm getting a ticket for whatever reason, like in the case of the headlights. That's how I found out about them. Or if I'm at a building that's got a security checkpoint, it'll tell me you need to do your security access, and I need to acknowledge that. It gives you the steps. All those times I've been delayed on getting through places is because I didn't know about certain things and what they're asking and what the background is supposed to be doing, because I like to drive with the realistic settings and turn everything off for the most part, right? But I've turned this on, wanted to give it a shot, and I've been testing out, and I really enjoy it. It's been a pretty good mod. I probably won't keep it up all the time, but I have learned some things about it. And like I said, down there it'll tell me security checks. It tells me, you know, like over in Europe on ETS, when I was doing that and going through the country border check crossing, stuff like that, it would probably tell me this stuff over there. Lots of different things. So I enjoy that aspect of it. On top of it, up at the top there, you see it's got like other details with, like, it shows you your fuel, it shows you your truck damage, it has a little eye there to indicate how tired you are. The truck damage and the eye are, I think, the most beneficial to me out of the top part on that upper left-hand corner for the most part there. Because a lot of the other information you get regardless. So like the A18, which is the gear, I can do that down here in the dash, just like up there on the Yara. The speed, it can also do in the dash, or look at my speedometer, or look over the GPS to figure out those types of things. What is nice, and if you look up there on the top left, right underneath the eye, you can see the 1 hour left, now it's 59. That's mimicking what this dash is down here. So that's why I can now use this bottom one for the most part. One thing that it has up there that's kind of nice, it says it's 50 miles or 49 miles remaining on the drive. So that's helpful up on the Yara. It also shows you my money up there, which is good, but on that same bar, it also, remember how I've like mentioned before in other videos that I would like to know why I'm getting charged things for, or stuff like that, whether I'm paying out my employees' salaries and stuff, or so on and so forth. I don't know if that's actually what that's up there for, but I have seen little messages drive across the top of it stating like, need to do this for the vehicle, whatever, which I think is for my employees. So besides the money, it'll shoot like a little yellow scrolling text across the side there of other information that pops up. And then you got the ETA up there, which again confirms I'm supposed to get there around 11:50. You take into consideration the duration of the job of 41 minutes, and the time is 11:40 added together, and that's where the ETA comes up. So it's got a lot of the information up there at the top, which is useful. But you can still get that information elsewhere for the most part if you don't want to use it. But the most important things to me so far, like I said, have been the repair of the vehicle, the eyes to let me know when I'm tired, as getting close to being tired instead of having to wait for that sound effect, I should say, as well as the little pop-up on the bottom right-hand corner to tell me whenever I'm going to get tickets for things, or having to cross checkpoint security things and stuff like that, or toll stations and stuff. So it's a pretty cool little mod, a little feature. I would really like to have something like with all this information though on a dashboard mounted like tablet or something like that up there, so I can have it make it feel like it's in the game, you know, as opposed to like the thing sits there at the top, and that's kind of annoying that it's like centered up there. It's convenient for what it's doing, but it breaks the realism aspect that I like to try to go for in these games as much as possible. So I would, like I said, I would love to have a like a dash mounted or a side window mounted or something like that, you know, display that does this. See up there, income, right there, Tina, she just got her job. She just gave me the job information. So that right there is pretty cool. I like that.
Take the exit on the left.
Gives me those little details. So, but obviously we didn't hear any dinging, so I wasn't getting money taken out from her. She's adding to it, so it's not, oops, sharp turn. She's adding to the company total, which is a good thing. But again, no cash flow, no cash down. So all those things I was getting before was most likely all as a result of improper driving, over the speed limit, tired, hitting vehicles, not driving my lights on, and so on and so forth. And actually, I'll show you something else I found out in the game, which I thought was kind of cool, and that's my driver stats here. Maybe when I'm done with this job, I'll pop that up in here real quick. But it shows you lots of details there as well. So good things to learn, good things to know. Slow down. I got this heavy vehicle back here that doesn't want to turn super sharp and easy. All right. I'm now using my mouse to do the zoom in though. I got the right mouse button to do that, as opposed to what I was doing before with my Steam controller at the bottom side switch. That's a kind of irritation here as far as my new steering wheel though. There's so many buttons on here, and I would love to set a bunch of them up. I wanted to set a couple up for rolling the windows up and down, and actually there's another tangential point. wish the developers would go ahead and allow you to hit the same button in there to roll the window up and down instead of having two separate buttons. But back to the steering wheel. Unfortunately, a lot of the buttons in here seem to overlap on the controls, and
In 650
I can only
feet,
use
turn
so
left.
many buttons before some like I try to set up the ones on my thumb on my steering wheel, and they end up taking away, I think, my acceleration and throttle and braking, whatever, to choose the windows. And so I'm like, that's a bummer. So I got to do what I got to do. I just got to deal with it. But like I said, I'm getting used to it. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying the steering wheel. It does make things a little bit easier, as well harder in some other ways. But just those trade-offs you got to deal with. So, but it looks like we're almost done here. That was a pretty quick drive.
In 650 feet, turn right.
Lots going on. Like I said, there's been a lot's happened since the my last time I was in here with that last job. Steering wheel, like, Zeke, just eating it over there and jerking around.
In 650 feet, turn left.
Alright, we are turning right here. Yeah, I've really got to continue to finesse and work on the sensitivity of the steering wheel, though. Turn it slightly, it's okay. Just nudge it a little bit, but when I feel like I'm having to turn it more, it's like really ripping to the sides. Where do I gotta park this? I don't even have the little indicator. I guess I'm going back around this way. Alright, where do we got? Alright. Oh. I was beginning to wonder, some of the jobs I've gotten recently, they don't even give me this little trailer thing. And, hey, look, it's another NFS card. They don't give me this trailer thing, and, just park it. The job's already there. You only have the one option.
You have arrived at your destination.
Looks like a bunch of, NFS people driving out and over in this location, coming to work. Okay. Obviously, the straightforward shot's all you can do in a, pivot trailer like this. So we'll take it. Sorry, there. The information down there just popped up. Tell me I can skip the parking if I so wanted to. But like I said, it's nice to have that option to show you those little things like that. All right. Let's take it nice and easy. Don't want to. I think it needs to get over some, doesn't it? Can't really adjust this so much. Wait, do I gotta... I don't have to, like, turn this around, do I? I'm looking back there. Oh, there we go. Nope, good. Let's drop it. Alright, look at that. I'm level 30, 18 wheels of skill. I think it goes up to level 40 is what I saw would be king of the road. I don't know if there's any more levels besides that, but I've only got one more job area to improve my skills in anyways before I'm maxed out and everything. But, man, oh, the parking. Whew. Let me get in here for a second. I want to show you something. Alright, first off, there you go. All my jobs are done. I can now claim the events for Kansas and the Christmas Winterland. So sweet. All right, this is one of the things I was wanting to talk about. But real quick, going back to the driving real fast, I'm noticing as I'm going up, because here's level 40, King of the Road at the top of this. As I've been going up, it's been getting harder and harder to not only pick up trailers to haul because they put them in some tight locations, but man, parking them when you're doing that like expert one, the best job one or whatever, it is getting difficult. So I can't imagine what it'll be like up here at King of the Road, but it's definitely a nice challenge. So anyway, so you can see all my statistics here of what's been going on. I've had 193 jobs I've delivered, 75 companies, yada yada yada. Here we go. Delivery ratings. This one I'm talking about the excellent parking. All right. I've obviously done most of them that way. Good work. I've had a couple late, couple satisfactory. I have avoided all the bad ones down here. These I'm not. I don't even know when they were. They might have been early on in my driving and stuff like that. But accomplishments, you can see all that down here. Haven't done any special transport yet. Want to, but man, I have. I think I tried one once. I don't know why it's not counting, but I think I tried one once and I didn't even get out of the first couple turns. So that was early on in my careers, I'm pretty sure though. But you can see exploration. I'm trying to do as much as possible to get those. I want to get 100% of the map at some point, but I got to do a lot more driving than I've been doing now. Dealerships, so on and so forth. Pictures I've taken, that's things that are out there. This is showing my company with the trucks I own, truck types, jobs used, everything. So yeah, it gives a lot of details in here. You can see like everything that's been done in the game for the most part, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool to come in. And you can come up and you can check out all the jobs I've taken. It keeps track of everything, so it's pretty sweet. And this is also all available, I believe, on the World of Trucks on your profile. So, but they have it in the game. These are some nice little features. I just never looked at it before here in the game. I wasn't really paying attention to it, but gives you all these little details. And then my skills, I thought I only had the one. I guess I got one more for fragile cargo. Fragile, whatever you want to say. And then all the just-in-time deliveries to still do for the most part. So I got what, 2, 4, 6 more points to get. So what, 10 more levels, 6 more points. I don't know how that equates and works out. If I'll be able to max out everything, or if I'll just be a little bit short or not. And I don't know if level 40 is the last level or not. But those are my skills. They're almost all done. My bank, don't have anything in there. I'm debt free. That's a nice thing to be in life and reality as well in the game here. So I gotta get that way with my European Truck Simulator. But there you have it. We are now done with the Christmas and the Kansas events. This was a interesting video. Probably had a lot more in here than I was expecting to put in, but I had a lot I wanted to talk about this specific time because I don't know when we'll be back again anyways, and a lot's changed. So yeah, I had fun. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves with this one, but I will be back again at some point. Probably not before I do some more European trucking and possibly even some more of the Alaskan road truckers. So we'll see what happens with them. But until then, I hope you all have a good trucking experience doing your jobs and your missions and whatnot. Until next time, take care everyone. God bless. Bye. Well, after that last time, and I did a video here, I think this was the better spot to see what this train looks like. Look at that. Check it out, man. I love it. That is so sweet. Merry Christmas, y'all.